He delivers to other people.
Pretty heavy, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Kids and I are on our way to get an Azure order. We put in a bulk order. Bill was going to be coming with us, and then he was taking the cows to their rest of their summer pasture because we've run out of hay and grass where we are, and he broke down. So he was planning to go with us, but it didn't work out that way. So we're kind of making a solo trip and heading to a town about 2 hours away from where we live. And well, I'm hoping that I'll be able to fit it all into our car here, because we got a lot. It actually is kind of stressful for me to go to big towns by myself. I'm so thankful that my phone will tell me where to go, because I don't know, it just makes me nervous. But thankfully it's a cool day, and I feel so blessed to just be able to spend the day with my kids, to be able to have the ability to purchase this food for us and for our little mercantile, and I'll just be relieved when we're home and we're all safe and sound. I think we made it. It feels a little sketchy, I don't know, you know, you just it's not an official parking lot or anything, but I think that's the truck. This is why I don't like going places by myself, because I doubt myself and I need somebody else to be brave with me. Are you gonna be brave with me?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay, we're gonna be brave together, and we'll go over to the truck and see if that's it. There it is. Phew. Now the hard work begins. To Stanford,
Plenty of steam.
But he's just right. Surely that's
in one area, the road goes wee, 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 doesn't it? Up and down, up and down.
That was fun.
Makes your tummy go whoop-de-doo.
The train. I need Hadassah's help.
I'm not gonna find any bones in here.
And then we could maybe be on the news. Say goodbye to the last plum.
Bye bye, Plum. It was nice knowing you. Have a good trip to work coming and then to the toilet.
And then down, down, down.
So the problem that I'm seeing now is that when I ordered these really nice 5-gallon buckets, I thought maybe, I don't know, the boxes don't look that big to me, or they don't look as big as a 5-gallon bucket. But putting all of them in the buckets, they are filling them up pretty much most of the way. And so I don't think I have enough buckets. We'll have to just see. I thought I would have enough for this order. The buckets would be enough for this order and my Azure order. I don't think they will be though. So Man, this has been a very large investment in the buckets, but they're really good buckets, and we can use them obviously over and over again, and to store our food and stuff. So in that sense, it's worth it. It's just the cost of investing in the first place. You like them? I'm on my last box of this food to put away from my nut order. These aren't nuts. These are, so it was seeds, nuts, and a few other things that I got. And these are the raisins that I got. You know, usually when you get raisins, they're like inky dinky small and just kind of more dried and shriveled up. Look at these. They're huge. Like all of them. Look at how big these are. Those are not your normal sized raisins, and they're really good. Our living room is absolutely impassable right now. Besides a few bags that couldn't fit in the big buckets, and then I filled a few of these small ones to put in the cupboards up here. There's a few, but there's like maybe 1, 2, 4. I think there's 4 remains of some nuts and seeds that wouldn't fit, and so I need to still figure out those. But now I think it's time to get these down into the basement so that I can move around in here. So I have a huge amount of boxes. Like every one of these came in a box. The living room is entirely just covered in boxes, and they are going to go out to the garden though, and I'm going to put them down, a thick layer of cardboard, and then put wood chips over it in the outside areas of my garden where I don't have wood chips yet, but I don't want the grass in there because I don't have time to mow, and this grass gets as tall as me, and it gets very just overwhelming and frustrating. So I think the boxes will be a good thing to get out there, help cover up that grass and kill it so that next year I won't have grass. That'll be awesome.
We got some syrup.
What do you think about the food?
I think it'll taste good.
Yeah, you think it'll taste good? I think so too. I'm excited about it.
And we already have tasted all of the... We do have some more food, and we already have tasted all. And it tastes good.
So we've tasted all of this?
No.
Oh. Oh, the nuts. Yes, we've tasted our nut order, haven't we? That was a different order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't from the Azure order.
Yeah.
We had to go there and get this.
We did. Was that a fun trip? Yeah, what do you think, bud?
Well, I really think this food's going to be useful for all this winter, and we won't have to go to the store as much. And I really like the coconut sugar. It has a really good taste, and it's healthier than the white sugar. And we're gonna start using that, and I really am excited to have all this useful for winter.
It will be useful. Okay, so my only complaint though is that our house is full of ingredients. It's not full of food. Or it's full of food and ingredients, but not, we have to put it all together to actually be able to eat it.
Well, like the noodles, you can just eat them raw.
That'd be pretty crunchy.
Like a cracker.
Oh, so which one of you is going to put all these ingredients together so it makes yummy food?
Me.
All right, let's get to work.
And you. You too. You have to raise your hand.
Oh, I have to raise my hand? Okay. All right, so we did get a pretty big order, and I got a lot more bulk things than I normally have in the past. And I'm excited about that, but a little bit intimidated because some of these things I haven't used on a regular basis. For instance, this right here, I got some buckwheat groats. Now, all of these things, I believe, are really healthy and are things that we can add to our diet to add more variety. So I'm going to need to really just build up my arsenal of recipes so that I know what to use these ingredients in and with and for. And so that'll be, I guess, a fun, I don't know, experiment or a fun process as we just figure out how to use all of this. And so like Josiah just said, I did get coconut sugar. These bags in the back here are coconut sugar, and that is exciting. I'm excited about that. It has a wonderful taste to it, and I do believe it is healthier as well. My one, I don't know if it's a complaint or my one sadness that I had with Azure is that I really wanted to get a 50-pound bag of the coconut sugar because it was a better price. And I had it in my cart, and it kept, you know, you have to wait until the checkout time and until it's officially processed and all that. And how many times I would put it in my cart and be watching for it to come in back into stock and try to get it ordered. And I thought, well, surely once it's in my cart and I've processed, you know, done the first push of the button to process my order before it was completed officially, that surely that would save a bag to be shipped with my order. But that's not the way it works. If you put it in your cart and you process it and it is actually bought in by somebody else, then it shows in your cart that this will no longer ship because it is no longer in stock. And that was very sad. So I ended up getting 5-pound bags, lots of them, to equal what I was planning to get originally. And so it was slightly, I think it was about $1 more. Yeah, these are the bags here that Josiah is showing. So they were about $1 more, but compared to the store prices, where you can get a little dinky bag, where we live, because we live, you know, we have a very small town, you know, very small stores, and so, you know, getting a little itty bitty bag is insanely expensive. So this is less costly than in town here, but it was more as far as it cost more per pound when I bought it this way as opposed to the 50-pound bag. So that was sad, and I wish that you could put an item in the cart and actually process the order, and that would reserve the actual product that you want without it being able to be sold out, because coconut sugar sells out really quick as far as I could see. I did get this. Here is a 25-pound bag of buckwheat groats. And I just love that it is organic, that all of Azure is organic. This is whole, and so we'll just have to work on finding out how we can add this to our diet and find some recipes for this.
Cornmeal.
Yes, cornmeal is always good to have on hand. What does that say?
This is poppy seeds.
Yes, we did get I believe that's a 5-pound bag of poppy seeds. Poppy seeds are always yummy to have on hand.
And then right here, these are rice noodles.
Did you guys like the rice noodles and when we had them the other day?
Yeah.
That's the rice noodles.
Tuna noodles or new tuna.
Yeah. So we did get some rice noodles here, and that's what Josiah was just showing you. So we got some that are the spirals and some that are like the spaghetti type noodles. And did you show it to him? And so, I don't know, we decided to go with the rice, and I thought they were very good. Bill said, I wouldn't have known that they were rice if you hadn't told me, so that was nice. These here are lentils. Whoops, upside down. So lentils will be yummy to add to soups and stuff this winter. That'll be great.
And baking powder.
Yeah, I gotta have baking powder, huh?
Yep. Vanilla and soy sauce.
So let's talk about that. Pull it back up. So this is actually, they call it coconut aminos, I guess. Is that how you say it? But I came across this option for soy sauce that is much healthier than actual soy sauce. So when I saw these, so it says a soy-free alternative to soy sauce. And so, I don't know, soy and all of that, sometimes I think that maybe it's not as healthy as
especially because it's GMO and sprayed so much and all that. So this will be a good alternative to that. It's really good. It really is. You guys liked it, right? When we used it last? We got it at the store here to try it, and it tastes very good. And quinoa, we got a 25-pound bag of quinoa. The kids love quinoa, and it is so, you know, like we eat rice too, but it takes so much longer to cook. And quinoa is just 15 minutes. It's a quick, easy meal to just whip up with something, and it's kind of like rice, and it's just really good for you too. So this was good to get this much in for it too.
And then the cinnamon we have. And then we have some maple syrup.
We got 2 of those, right?
Yep. And then 2 olive oil.
Olive oil, yep, we got 2 of those. And then here we have the 25-pound bag of spelt grain. So again, that'll be good for soups and different things this winter, and try to find some yummy recipes that will include it, and it'll just add variety to what we're eating too.
Oh, and then here's some cinnamon beans that Mom's gonna make, or vanilla beans that Mom's gonna make for the winter.
So I like they mentioned that we got the vanilla extract, but then I also got some vanilla beans. I want to try just making our own vanilla. So we'll see how that goes this winter.
And then we have some chocolate, cooking chocolate. It's a really dark chocolate.
It is. All right, so this big bag here, this is a 50-pound bag of gelatin. Okay, so that may seem excessive, but we've been adding gelatin to everything. So we've been making gummies, and we love the gummies. Like, I make gummies, and it's hard to keep that in stock. And gelatin is just so good for your skin and your body. Your body just needs it. And so, anyways, I got a big bag of it because I gelatin to a lot more things, and it's amazing how fast it is used up now. So I did get a big bag of it.
Here's some tuna is.
So I got 4 boxes of this tuna, and this is the Safe Catch is the brand, and it says it's the lowest mercury of any brand. And so, I don't know, we went back and forth about this because they are more expensive. Like, if you just go to the store, you can get a can of this for pretty cheap, for 75 cents or something. And this was more expensive, and I got 4 boxes of it, which would be equal about 1 can a week that we could use for a quick lunch or something, because we don't want to eat tuna too much. Just, I don't know, I mean, we like tuna a lot. I like tuna, but just it's something we don't want to eat all the time. So I just got where it'd be like 1 meal a week that we would use tuna, and I figured it was worth the extra cost to have that lower mercury. I don't know, what do you think? Would you spend more to get a tuna that is less in mercury and hopefully more healthy? What do you think?
We got some cornstarch, and Mom got 2 of it.
Did
bags.
I get 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I did get 2 bags.
Here's our baggies.
Good job. Okay. So these right here are chickpeas, some garbanzo beans, and I have some recipes that include some garbanzo beans, and I'm excited because they're really good for you and a lot of protein and all that, and you can make yummy things with them. So I'm glad we got this big bag of chickpeas.
And then we got some pizza sauce.
Yeah, so this pizza sauce hopefully is really good. We've not tried this brand before, and I did get a couple of these flats of them. So there's what, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. So there's 12 in a flat, and I got enough. I got a couple of them, so it'd be about 1 of these a week because we have pizza. No, actually, we make. There the other one is. So we make pizza once a week usually, and usually then with this size we would use like half of this. So I got enough so that we could have pizza once a week using this. Okay, I'm not gonna lift up this really big bag here. I don't know if you can see it, but this really big bag here. is a 50-pound bag of cocoa powder, and we use a lot of cocoa powder, and maybe that is a really lot, I don't know, but we do go through quite a bit of it. And so I did get a 50-pound bag, and we'll get it stored away in our new buckets and get it so that it's easy to access and all that. So that's exciting to me because we make all of our own yummy treats, and we all love chocolate, and so we use a lot of it.
And then we have some square new chocolate chips. They're square.
So these are our new chocolate chips. The Artisan Kettle chocolate chips. They're chunks, they're extra dark, and they're organic, and it was a 25-pound bag of it. And so we've tested them as well, and we really like them.
And they just taste just like this.
You think they taste just like it?
Yeah.
So they are a different brand than that, but they are the extra dark. We like dark chocolate. So those chocolate chips were another thing that I had put in the cart, and they sold out before I was able to make my order. And I thought, oh no, and I was looking at the others, and I just really had my heart set on these. So I kept checking back, and it did come back into stock, thankfully, before we got this order to actually ship. So although I didn't get the coconut sugar because it did sell out before the order shipped, I did get the chocolate chips because they came back into stock before my order shipped. So I guess there's that give and take, right? Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to mention, we didn't get this from Azure. We did go another about 45 minutes past where we picked up our order for Azure, which we drove about 2 hours to get this order. And then we went another 45 minutes to pick up our kamut flour. And that is something that's just really important. We do make things. We are not a completely wheat-free household. I know a lot of people have chosen that because of health reasons, but this kamut wheat is GMO-free, it is organic, and it is an ancient grain, and it's grown 3 hours from where we live. And so it is, I love that it's locally grown, that the non-GMO, that it is organic, and the best thing is that my mother-in-law, and I've mentioned this in other videos, but I can't quit talking about it because I love this story. My mother-in-law is highly gluten intolerant. She will have just a little bit of gluten and completely break out in mouth sores and tummy problems and just awful. She's very intolerant to gluten. And so she had completely cut it out of her diet. And then we came across this and we said, maybe try it. And she has been using kamut wheat ever since, and it doesn't bother her. And that's saying something about the new just genetically modified wheat that's out there and all the chemicals we're putting on it and all of that. And so I'm just so thankful that I know that this is about as healthy as you can get. And we don't eat a lot. Like we do make, like, biscuits are probably the thing that we make most often because it's quick, it doesn't need to rise and all of that. And rarely have I had time recently to make yeast bread, but we just don't buy anything from the store. We don't buy bread that you can get at the store. We don't buy any bagels or any whatever else you can get at the store that has even tortillas. They're gross anyway. Making your own tortillas is way better. The other ones at the store are gummy and they stick to the top of your mouth. So we just basically make everything from this kamut wheat, and it's great. We love it. So we got 4 bags of that, and it's just under $1 a pound by picking it up. So we did have the time and the gas to get there, but it is a good price to get that. So that is the order. This now all has to be put away. I finally got the nuts put away. They're in the basement, tucked away in these wonderful buckets. So I got 5-gallon buckets, and these, I believe they're little over 1 gallon buckets, and so they're just a perfect size. They've got these lids that lock and screw on, and they're fairly easy to carry. They seem like, I was worried about these being plastic handles, but they seem sturdy. And so all of the extra, you know, all these big bags of things we're gonna need to store in buckets. And so I got these buckets from Uline. They were, I didn't spend like a ton of time looking for the least expensive option out there. But I did know that these were about $5 less expensive than the ones that I would get locally here. And so I did go with ordering these online. So now is the hard part of getting it all put away safely so it won't go bad and that it can just be ready for us all winter long to use. And then that's the second hardest part, is putting it all together, all these ingredients together into a yummy meal for my family. I will never say that that is easy for me. That's probably my strongest and biggest challenge that I have as an adult, is continually thinking up what's for dinner. And with this change just in our life and in our diet, it's something that it is harder, because we can't just go to, you know, the shelf, open up the door, pop something in the microwave and say, okay, here kids, here's lunch in 5 minutes. You know, everything has to be made, but I guess that's what makes it worth it, because it's so good. We love it. It's healthy for our bodies. Our bodies are happier and healthier because of it. And so even though I'm tormented by what to make every night for dinner, it's all worth it to have all of this ingredients in our house for the winter. And we will probably put some of it in our store. We're still slowly waiting and working towards getting that set up. We want to have a little mercantile on our property here where we'll sell our milk and eggs and possibly some of this bulk item foods as well. So we're working towards that too. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. I hope this inspired you to think of and see new options for you that you can get as well. And definitely check out Azure. You can check out these buckets on Uline, the Nutstop.com. All of these have links below so you can find them and get more information about them. So I believe with the Nutstop, if you use the link below, you will get a free product, as will I. So I would greatly appreciate that. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.